You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rockin' if I can.
Hey fam, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a first impressions on the Urban Decay Cherry collection. I have everything from the collection. I have the eyeshadow palettes, I have the blush palettes, I have the eyeliners, I have the lipstick, I have the setting spray. This is a super fun video. I do this full face look and I let you guys know what you can skip and what I think you should really look into. There are just a few things I think you can skip, but I'm gonna let you know the overall vibe and you're gonna see how it works on me anyway to get this look. So if you guys want to see how I got this and hear my thoughts, just keep watching. So since there's no like foundation, there's no concealer, there's no bronzer in this collection, there is a cheek palette but it does not have bronzer in it. I already put on my foundation and my bronzer, so that's why I look like this. I am so excited to try this palette. I'll be honest, when I first saw photos online of the shadows, I was not that impressed. I was like, they're cute, but we've seen them before. I like it a little bit better in person, so I am excited to try it. This is the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette, and I'm gonna try the lips, I'm gonna try the cheek color, all that good stuff. This is what the shadows look like in all their glory. I'd say they're very like muted cherries. There's not like a straight up like red juicy cherry color. They're a little more toned down, a little more muted. I almost wish the vibrancy was just like kicked up a notch. That's what I would really like to see, but it looks pretty. And of course that might not be so wearable for everyone, so I could see why they would keep it a little more toned down. Straight off the bat here, I want to go into the shade Feels. They're a little powdery. There's definitely, I'll show you. I dipped into the palette really quickly and there's a lot of kickback from the eyeshadow, especially when tapping my brush off. There's a lot falling off. That makes me nervous, but let's go ahead and pop this in the crease. I'm gonna use this as our transition color. Definitely decent amount of pigmentation straight away here. I'm using my E40 blending brush from Sigma, just blowing that out all over the lid. How are you guys today? What's going on? I saw there's another hurricane headed out, I believe towards Florida, so I hope all of my Florida viewers are okay and you're safe and you're preparing for the storm. My goodness. I believe Jersey will be impacted slightly, but nothing like, you know, some people probably could who are going to be a little bit closer to the storm. The last hurricane that we had, we didn't really see much effect except for we had really high winds and a lot of rain, but that's nothing compared to what some people are dealing with. So just want to say I'm thinking about you guys. I hope you're all okay. This is pretty. I really like this color. It's blending very, very well without stripping away as you blend, you know what I'm saying? From there with my E25 blending brush from Sigma, I'm going to go into the shade Devilish. This looks like the shade I would love the most out of this palette. I love how rich it looks. It looks like a lot is not sticking to my brush though, and it's falling out. So definitely be aware of that. It's kind of strange. But maybe it's like a subculture situation where, and not in a bad way, but where you really don't need as much pigment as you think you need. Yeah, that's definitely pigmented. So okay. Okay, I see what you're doing here. Urban Decay Cherry. Fanning that into our transition. That's pretty. Little on this inner corner as well. I did leave some setting powder under my eyes because I figured this would have a lot of fallouts. I know these kind of red berry tone shadows can be a little tricky to make and oftentimes have a lot of fallout, and you don't want that red staining your under eye area. I did try a new concealer and I actually really love it. It's the Huda Beauty, the Overachiever concealer. Love this concealer. I can tell I'm going to be using it a lot. Just working that into the crease as you do. If you missed it, I believe yesterday I uploaded a full face of ColourPop makeup tutorial. So I will link that down below if you guys want to check that out. It was super fun. I tried a lot of their new fall collection and I used some oldies but goodies as well. Super fun video. I love this color. I did expect it to maybe go on a little bit deeper and a little more pigmented than it did. I'm gonna jump into the shade Privacy as well. Same E25 blending brush and work that into the crease, layering it right on top. I think I wanna do an all over smoky eye. So just setting up for our lid shade, I think I'm gonna use one of these darker shimmers on the lid. So I wanna have something nice and dark for it to blend into. So working that all around in the same spots. I love these type of all over dark smoky eyes because they're actually really easy to do and they look like super intimidating, but they're not because you're just kind of doing the exact same steps over and over and just kind of melting all those shades together and then just slapping a color on the lid. It's like super easy. I like that brown mixed in with that berry shade. I think that's really pretty. I want to take a little bit more of that Devilish color and use that to try to buff out that brown. So just going on the edges of that brown shadow. I'm so far really pleased with this palette. It's a little powdery, but it's nothing I can't work with, and there's really not too much fallout onto the face. Now just repeating the same step on the other eye real quick. It's a little tricky to blend out, I won't lie. I'm having some issues blending out these deeper shades. They kind of don't want to budge once they've hit the lid. I'm going back into the original shadow Feels, that light pinky one. Buff that out a bit. That's a little tricky. There's definitely a harsh line I'm trying to get to go away, but doesn't really want to move. Can you guys see it? Can I just tell you guys, while on the theme of cherry, this feisty cherry Diet Coke is so good, and I know you're gonna yell at me, diet soda is not good for you. I know, but I have a caffeine addiction and I have a serious soda addiction, and I'm trying to lose weight for my wedding, as you guys know, and I know the best idea, obviously the answer would be to cut it out altogether. So I'm slowly weaning myself off of the soda, but I can't just cut myself off. I get extreme migraines. My sister and I both have a serious caffeine addiction, and it's like serious to where it's almost as if it's a drug. I mean, it kind of is a drug. Anyway, temporarily, I'm allowing myself one of these Diet Cokes a day, and it is so good. So now I want to take the Ardell Irresistible Shadow Stick in the shade Yearning. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's actually kind of ugly. What is it? I don't know. And I want to apply this all over my lid. Is it going to be tacky enough for the shadow? I'm hoping the shadow will stick to it. We'll see. So I'm just going to, this feels like super dry. Oh, please don't ruin my look. I'll be so pissed off. Just gonna pop this all over the lid. That's kind of pretty, isn't it? Just like so. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping everything. I'm a mess. And then on top of that shadow stick, I want to take the shade Drunk Dial right here, and hopefully, ooh, pretty. I was hoping it would stick to it, and it looks like it is. I'm trying to work a little quickly though, so that it doesn't dry out and not stick. American Horror Story is tonight. I cannot wait. Are you guys loving this season? I'm loving it so much. And now, I don't want to spoil anything, so I guess I shouldn't say, but I'm loving it. I'm loving what happened on the last episode. I'm so happy certain people have made their return. That's all I'll say in case you're behind on it. I don't want to spoil it for you, but oh, it's so good. That is really pretty. I really like that. Fallout for sure, but gorgeous. I was just on the phone with my brother and I cut my thumb so bad, and I've just been bleeding profusely, so I have to keep taking little breaks to put pressure on it. Let me go ahead and swipe this away. Oh no, that kind of stained my face. I didn't have enough powder there. Dang it. Drats, it like stained my face. Shit. What am I gonna do about that? Oh no, I'm gonna have to go in and fix my under eye concealer. That is a mess. Go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye here. I love this Drunk Dial shade. This is beautiful. Okay, so I've cleaned up my concealer. I literally removed it all and put it back on. So sorry if my makeup looks a little weird because I left like the rest of it and just tried to redo my concealer. I don't know. I'm loving this eyeshadow. I love it so much. This is like my soul in a palette. I am sold. I'm 100% sold on this palette. I think it's so beautiful. And though a few spots were a little tricky to blend out, I think it looks pretty good. And it's by no means the worst we've had this year. It's been a rough year for makeup, honestly. There are also two eyeliners in the collection here. We have the first one, which is called Love Drug, and then there's also Black Market. So let me live swatch, or just swatch both of these. So there is Love Drug. That's beautiful. It looks like a nice kind of berry. I just stabbed myself in the face. I'm not having a good day. Black Market is kind of like a charcoal. Yeah, it's just kind of like a charcoal. It's not my favorite. If I'm gonna use a black liner, I want it to be black, black, black. And that just looks a little muted to me, which I don't love. So I'm gonna take Love Drug. And let's use this on the waterline. This looks super pretty. I love that color. I'm gonna blend it out with my finger. I just love the Urban Decay pencils. I always have. They're so fantastic to blend out and smudge out. They're so creamy. They've just been a fave of mine for years. Same thing on this eye. It's a little more purpley than red. And then on top of that, I want to blend in Devilish. Just smoke that right on top. I love this real kind of sickly red smoky eye. And I'm trying to work that a bit into tying into my upper lid area there. I'm gonna take my little E15 shadow brush, this real flat one, and spritz it with a bit of setting spray. And I wanna take some of this shade Turn On, which looks to be a nice kind of champagne-y shimmer maybe. And I wanna pop that on the inner half here. I love that color so much. It is so pretty. I want to take a little bit more on this inner corner. And then lastly on the eyes, let's take some of this Hot Spot Bright Cream shade. Very powdery, I will say, very powdery. and pop that underneath our brow. Love it, living. I'm gonna throw on my mascara and my lashes, and I'll be right back to finish off the face. I love this makeup. I cannot say it enough. I am so pleased and so happy with the Naked Cherry palette. It's just my setting powder's in there. It's just beautiful. I know I didn't use all the shades, but what I tried, I'm so happy with, and I'm excited to keep playing. I really want to use this Ambitious shade next, and Young Love, and Bing, and Juicy, and I love this shimmery shade we put on the inner corners of the eyes. It's like a little, there's definitely some cherry in there. There's definitely some peachy pink, and I just think it's such a gorgeous palette. I'm very, very happy with it, you guys. I give it 2 thumbs up. If you're curious about the falsies that I put on, I am wearing these Ardell Faux Mink lashes in the style 817, and they're really, really beautiful. I really like these lashes. So next, let's try the Naked Cherry Highlight and Blush palette. I'm so excited. You guys know cheek color is like by far my favorite type of makeup out of all the makeup of the world. This is what it looks like. I love that they have 2 highlighter options if you're more fair or if you have a deeper complexion. Hopefully one of these 2 would suit you. That is like a white highlighter. I think I'm actually gonna first try a bit of the deeper shade. Not even that it's deep, it's just more of a peachy. Ooh, that is pretty. I like this a lot. I don't even really want to put on, I'll do a bit, just a little bit of the white on top of it. I can't even really tell a difference. I'll have to try that again separately on another day. That is gorgeous. I went a little heavy-handed at first because I thought it was going to be more sheer. Urban Decay has had other little blush highlighter palettes before where I thought the highlighter was not that poppin', but this one's pretty poppin'. You really don't need a lot. Oh, I didn't put the blush on first. I'm an idiot. Why did I do that? I was just so excited to get into the highlighter. I couldn't help myself. And the blush looks like a true cherry tone there. I love it. And I don't think I have anything exactly this shade, so I'm going to take that with my little F37 Spotlight Duster brush. Super cute. I love it! I think that's really pretty. Let's add a little highlighter down the nose. I'm going to stick with that peachy shade, kind of like a peachy golden, I guess. I love it. So let's set the makeup before we put on the lip colors. This is the new Urban Decay Cherry Scented Setting Spray. I'm excited to smell it, like, I've never been like a big cherry person, but like for some reason it's like exciting me right now. I just want to smell it first. It's subtle, which is nice because a lot of people don't want a lot of fragrance on their face, so it's definitely subtle. It's pleasant. The minute you spray it, you smell the cherry, but it goes away. You don't smell it on the face. It's nothing like, I know some of the peach sprays, I was like, whoa, like from Too Faced, I believe, theirs were super scented. This is pretty just mild. Now there are 3 lipsticks in this collection. So we have, the first one here is Devilish, and it is a metallic lip color. It looks like that. You guys know I'm not a fan of metallic lip shades. Ugh. It just, to me, looks a little tacky. It reminds me of like the 80s. I don't know. I'm not into it. The color itself is pretty, but I wouldn't ever feel comfortable wearing that on the lips. Maybe in the middle for a dab of shimmer. The other shade is Juicy, which is also metallic. Oh my god, it doesn't want to come out. There we go. This one I'd be a lot more likely to wear. I mean, it's still that metallic shimmery color, but it's a nude, so it's a little more wearable, but not my favorite. Not in love with that. And the last one here is called Cherry, and it's just a cream, thank god. It looks gorgeous. So there is Cherry. It looks really pretty. It really looks like a black cherry. It almost reminds me of their Shame lipstick. Not exactly, but I'm gonna use this one. Let's give it a go. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. Okay, I love this lip color so very much, and it's not often anymore that I'm blown away by like kind of like a dark, deep burgundy red color. This one stands out to me though because of it goes on more sheer. Like you could definitely, like I'll show you, you could definitely wear it in a lighter way if you didn't want to apply so much, or you could do an extra layer and bring it to what I brought it to here. But what stands out for me is the shine of it. I absolutely love the shine of it. I think it's so different and unique and just beautiful. I mean, it's not too different, but it's just gorgeous. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. So my final thoughts on this collection is I absolutely loved it. There was not one thing that I would skip out on. These were sent to me in PR, but if I was going to be making making my own purchase and I bought the palette, the eyeliner, the cheek palette, the lipstick, I would be completely satisfied with everything. I 100% recommend these products. The only things that I would probably skip are the 2 lip colors that I just was not thrilled by. These metallic ones, Devilish and Juicy, they're okay, but my preference, I don't like a metallic lip very much. Also, I love the cherry spray. It smells really nice and it feels really nice. It feels like their standard Urban Decay setting spray. However, I don't know if you necessarily need it because the cherry scent is so faint and it doesn't really have a different finish on the skin or anything like that. So I think you'd be fine to just keep using whatever spray you have at home. But if you wanted to get it because it's cute and the bottle's cute and it smells kind of like cherry, I totally get that. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't know that it's necessarily a necessity. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you like this makeup look. I cannot wait to use this palette again. If there's a certain look you'd like to see from me or a certain shade you'd like me to use next, just let me know in the comments down below. I love you guys. By the way, yesterday, if you missed it, I did upload a full face of ColourPop Cosmetics makeup tutorial. I also shared a secret ColourPop discount code with you guys, which you can use on ColourPop Cosmetics. So that was super exciting. Thank you to ColourPop for giving me that discount code again. It's only good through October, so if you want to check that out, definitely watch yesterday's video. I will link it down below for you guys. Thank you all for watching today. I love you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!